Today, we are going to be installing a rotary beacon kit on a John Deere 4560. Included in the WL4000 kit is a beacon light, wiring harness, round lighted switch, mounting bracket, and hardware. If you are installing this kit on a 30 series tractor, locate the serial number behind the entrance door, as there are slightly different instructions for above or below serial number 109754. The difference is where the power harness will be plugging into the tractor harness. John Deere moved the dome light. For this video, we will be installing on a high serial number tractor. The installation can be done with one person, but is much easier with two. One person located inside of the cab, the other on a ladder. Be sure to wear protective eyeglasses throughout the installation. Start by disconnecting the power from the battery. Remove all bolts and screws from the roof of the cab and hold the roof up with the support stand. You will need to be able to access the panel located above the dome light. Remove the 4 screws holding the access panel and then remove the cover. Locate and unplug the 3-pin connector that provides power to the dome light. Plug both ends of the WL4100 harness into the 3-pin connectors on the dome light as well as the harness. This is essentially pulling power from the dome light. Using a small 3/8 drill bit, drill a small pilot hole through the black inner roof near the inspection door, making sure to avoid any wires or other obstructions. Then use a 1-inch bit to enlarge the hole. Now, feed the long section of the harness, leading with the 2 pins, through the 1-inch hole from the inside of the cab to the outside. Route the wire around to the left rear corner of the roof. Next, cut the 1-inch rubber grommet and install it in the hole around the wiring harness. Now, remove the bezel covering the air conditioner vents. Feed the harness end that has the 3 spade plugs through the upper right-hand corner of the roof lining alongside of the existing tractor harness. It may be necessary to remove the dome light to help feed the harness. Drill a 13/16 hole in the bezel, making sure to avoid the reinforcement ribs on the back of the bezel. Install the switch and then match the number on each of the wires from the harness to the numbers on the back of the switch. Now, reinstall the air conditioner vent bezel while making sure to tuck all of the wires up into the roof. Do not over-tighten the screws. We are now going to assemble and install the rotary beacon bracket and light. Start by feeding the short harness into the bracket, leading with the bare wire lead. Use a small, flathead screwdriver to secure the positive lead to the brass plug. Once secured, thread and tighten into the bracket. At this point, we can bolt the ground wire to the bracket. Now that the bracket is assembled, remove the 2 rear screws from the rubber hinge on the left-hand side cab window. Use the 2 1/4 by 1.5 inch hex bolts and 1/4 inch lock washers that were supplied in the kit to secure the bracket to the rubber window hinge. Do not over-tighten these bolts. Next, cut or drill a small hole through the wire screen leading into the cab roof. After feeding the wire through the screen, install the 2-pin weather pack connector. Be sure to match the wire colors. Install the rubber cap. Slide it over the top of the brass plug and into place. Reinstall the inspection cover and tighten the screws holding it in place. Lower the roof and reinstall all bolts and screws. Finally, attach the rotating beacon to the bracket and secure into place. Reconnect the battery cable, and the light is ready for use. Thank you for joining us today. If you have any questions or would like to place an order, please visit www.shoupparts.com or call and talk to one of our highly trained sales staff at 1-800-627-6137. Shoup Manufacturing, keeping farms running since 1977.